Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Blessing and this is I Teach You Miss B. And just in case this is your first time here, you're welcome. I help teachers strive and grow. And today we're going to be looking at something very wonderful and we're going to be learning how to create slides. Yes, I said it. I said today we're going to be learning how we can create slides. So I'm going to share my screen, or I hope you can see my screen that I'm sharing. And the first thing you're going to do is go on your Chrome or whatever tab you're going to use in Canva. So I'm going to log in my Canva. First of all, yeah, I'm going to log in Canva. Secondly is using, while that one is loading, secondly is by using your Google Slides. So I'm still going to go ahead and look for Google Slides or click on Google Slides, okay? So yeah, Google Slides up. So one is the Canva, the second one is Google Slides, and we're going to look at how you can create your materials or your slides from scratch. We're also going to look at how you can also use from Canva. So um, let's go. Okay, so let's start with Canva. Now on Canva, Canva is one wonderful place where you have a lot of materials. You have educational slides, you have website, anything you want, you have it here, right? So for instance, um I'm looking to create a slide on a particular English question or a particular English topic, right? And maybe I'm going to pick types of sentences. Okay, types of sentences. I'll just put that in the in the search bar. Types of sentences slides. Okay, this is for Canva. You easily, yeah, you could see a lot of people have, or a lot of teachers have already done these things that you're looking for. So what you do is you go ahead, look out for the one that looks like what you want. Okay, look at it. You can see, let's review types of sentences. We have we have four types of sentences, but this one now that is showing has three. They're showing you three, okay, types of sentences. However, there are four. So maybe for your learner or your grade, this one is okay. Why not just go ahead and download it and then you could use it. Now let's look at this one. This second one has four types of sentences. So I put my cursor on it and you can see four types of sentences coming up. Types of sentence, declarative sentence. Now, this one is different from this other one. You see, these ones are simple, compound, and complex sentences. And these ones are telling you about the declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, and all of that. So it depends on what you are looking for as a teacher. So it's still under types of sentences. You have simple, compound, complex, and compound complex sentences. So based on, I know that for year six, we do the four types. Okay, simple, complex. See, this one has complex and compound complex. Can you see? This one has the four of them. So, like I said, if you just go on it, you click on it, based on what you think is okay for a learner. See, even put the grade. This is suitable for a grade 7 and grade 6. So you see, I was actually correct when I said that is suitable for grade 7 and grade 6. So if you click on it, it's going to open and you have this here. So you can edit the name. This is with Miss Smith. You can change it to your name. Or yeah, you could change it to your name or whatever is okay with you. Okay, structure of sentences, all of that, you put them out there. Now let's go to the second one. You have sentence type. First of all, you have the definition of the sentence. Okay, you have the definition of the sentence and it's going you see you can move anything, you can move it, you can arrange it, you can delete, you can add whatever it is. You want to change the font of this one, maybe you don't like the font, you want to change it to something that is bold or something that is more clearer, you can go ahead and click on it and it's going to change the font. You can even increase it, you can reduce it. Can you see? So this is one thing about Canva. There are a lot of things that you could do here with types of sentences. There, even maths, you're looking for a maths topic or a math subject, you just come on Canva and you'll be able to identify or you'll be able to find them here as well. Okay. So this is it. So when you're done and maybe you're okay with it, you want to save it, you just go and click on share. When you click on share, let me move this away. Yeah, you click on share, you click on download. Okay. You click on download. They'll ask you, do you want it in PNG? PNG is like picture form. But because we want it in slide, we choose PPTX. Okay, we choose the PPTX and then we download it, and automatically it's going to enter into your system. I'm just using this as an example though, right? So automatically you're going to see this in your system and you can use it to teach. This is one easy way you could use Canva to actually you teach your slides. Again, please take note, my own Canva is the pro version. Um, you can actually upgrade your Canva or use the free one. There are still a lot of templates in the free one. Okay, another place or another way you could create is using Google Slides. Now let's go to Google Slides. Now in Google Slides, I'm going to click on blank presentation, right? Now, if I click on blank presentation, you could see, let's start creating. So there are some templates that you have there. You could choose to use the templates that they have given to you. Okay. Um, so you even have now they've even incorporated Nano Banana into it as well. So you have infographics, you want to use infographics and all of that. So this is really good. However, we're taking it from the scratch, right? So we're going to click on blank slide. Now in blank slide, in blank slide, this is what we have. You still have your Nano Banana prompted. So you could click on it, you could tell it to describe, to write any describe or change it, create a new slide. If you want to create a slide about something, you can put it here, describe it, and it's going to put it here. Okay. For instance, I could put an information here and I'll tell it to create a picture based on the what I have. But let's first of all try to create a slide. Now, I have this here. I love my slides to be colorful. So usually what I do is I add page. Okay. I add I add a new page here. Okay. Okay, so like I said, what I do is I add a new page. So when I add a new page, I come here. I could choose to delete all of this because I'm not going to use it now. I'm going to delete this. Where is it? I want to delete it. Okay, it's not giving me the delete option. Let me see again. I want to delete this. I don't want to use this. Okay, I'm supposed to delete it from the edge. Hmm. Okay. So it's not giving me the option I want. I wanted to actually take this out. I don't need it. Okay, very good. I've seen where to delete it now. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. Yeah. So I have a clear page. Now for my background, I want to change the color of the background. I'm going to change it from white to blue. And then I'm going to click on done. And then um I'm going to insert a diagram, sorry, a shape. Yeah, so I'm going to choose shapes. I want a shape. I want something simple. Yeah, something round. So I'm going to put this out here. Yes. Okay, so you could see. So I want my own page to be white. So I'm just going to change that to white. See, there's a lot that goes into creating your own, slide, right? So if you say you want to create a slide, that's fine. But I hardly do this. I'm just doing this to show everyone that you can actually create a slide if you want to. Okay. Okay, so for instance, my topic today is structure of sentences, right? So my topic today is structure of sentences. So I'm just going to put it there, structure of sentences. Okay, so this is my headline or my topic for today. So I'm going to change the font and increase it. I'm going to increase the font size to 30. I want it big. So I'm going to take it to, let me highlight everything and take it to 30. So 30 still even looks small. So let's make it bigger and put it at 60. Okay, very good. So structure of sentences. I want it bold. I'm going to make it bolder. This is like the introduction, right? So, or the beginning of the page. Okay, so another thing I love to do is sometimes I love to add pictures to my work. So what I do is I go to, yeah, I'll come here, I'll come to my Chrome. I'm going to put a sentence structure of sentences image. I don't know why everything's in break. I didn't even see that. Okay, so I'm just going to look at the image. So you could see it here. Sentence structure. So I'll just come to images. I'm just looking for something I could just put in my at the beginning to make it look unique or kind of different, right? So you could see even this one now, you could just choose to copy and paste it on your work. But let's see if we're gonna see um something different. When a child writing. Right. Why is everything in Greek letters? Writing a sentence image. So let's see if we're going to see something good. Very good. Okay, so we have pictures here. We want to make it relatable, right? So I think we could also look out for animations. Okay, so maybe I like this. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to copy the image. Then I'll come back to my slides here and I'm going to Control V the image. I'm going to paste the image here. Okay. Or I come here, I click on save image as, and then download 5. Where is it in downloads? Okay. So I'm going to click that, save that. I'm going to come to here. I'm going to click on insert. Where's my insert? I'm going to click on insert. I'm going to click on insert image from computer. I'm going to click on that. And then I'll go to download 5. Yes, I click on open and it's going to be, okay, have you seen this now? Okay, so structure of sentences, just to make it look kind of different from what you do, right? So now we're done with that. Now let's go to slide 2 or slide 3. We're going to create it now. For this one now, oh sorry, undo. I usually like to create from this same slide. So I'm going to click on duplicate slide. Okay, very good. So I've duplicated the slide. So now this place, I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to delete this image. I'm going to delete this right up. I'm going to delete it as well. Or I could just make it smaller because this place now is where I want to do my objectives. Okay. So remember, when you do your stuff, you're also going to write out your objectives for the lesson. So this place, I want to do my objectives. So I will come here and reduce the font size first of all and put it at a reasonable size. 18. 18 still looks small, so I'm going to make it let's make it 24. Now here is going to be my objective, so I'm going to write objectives. So the objective is like at the end of the class, what should the student know or what should they have learned? Okay, objectives. So for the objectives, I could have 4. Okay, I could have 4 of the objectives. I'm going to duplicate this so that I have okay. So for the objectives now, I'm going to write it that by the end of the lesson, the student should be able to. So let's add another text box here. Um, move it right. Very good. Now let's go ahead and write this at the end of the lesson rather. Okay. By the end of the lesson, come on, the students should be able to, then you begin to identify. So for this one now, you could use your numbering. I'm going to go here and use this. Okay, should be able to. So I'm going to list out the objective, all the objectives you want, just like maybe just the same way this one was. and you were able to list out the objective or what you want the child to have at the end. So when you're done listing the objective, let's duplicate this slide again. Now, when you're done listing the objective, the next thing you want to do is definition of a sentence or a hook, okay? Or a hook. So you could start with a hook. Now, what do you want to ask that will bring them in? So it could be a game, it could be a game, it could be a game link, it could be something, or it could be a question that is going to make them think. Okay. So you could ask them, what is a sentence? Okay, so you could ask them, what is a sentence? Let them give you answers to what a sentence is. You could ask another question by how many types of sentences do you, all these things are just like to get them into the class, okay? Or you could tell a story, or you could write a story, a short story using the hook. That is also going to get them interested as well, okay? Now, when you're done with the hook, the next thing you want to do is definition. Okay, so after your hook, the next thing you want to do is your definition. So what is the definition? What is the definition of a sentence? Definition of a sentence. So you go ahead and put the definition of a sentence here. Once you're done with that, you create your another slide again. Like I said, as you're creating, add pictures to them, add pictures to them, add pictures to them, and all of that. You can just go on the internet and look for animations, add pictures, pick anyone that you think that is okay for you, save it, come there and put it so that it looks as beautiful as this. Okay, so it looks as good as this or beautiful as this. Now, when you're done with all of that, you will now be able to save it. So after your definition, the next thing you want to go into, let me duplicate this slide again. Next thing you want to go to is types of sentence, or what are the types of sentences, or what are the sentence structures. So we'll go here to sentence structures. I hope you're following, right? So we'll go here to sentence structures. Now, when you go here to sentence structures, very good. You now begin to list the types of sentence structures. When you list the types of sentence structures, you now begin to explain each one. Simple sentence. What is a simple sentence? And you give examples. Okay. You go to the sentence structure number 2. So when you give your definition of a sentence, you could list the types of sentence structures here. Okay. Then you come here and begin to explain each one of them. You give examples and then you tell the children to try their hands on the example. So by the time you are done doing all of this, you're good to go. You could share, when you're done, you could share the slides with someone. You could download the slides. You could share it with someone that it's not private to only you. It can be open to other people as well and all of that. So you have all of these to see when you want to share it. Restricted, this, you click on done and then it's open. Okay, so this is how you create your slides. But like I said, instead of going through all of this, why not use Canva? Okay, why not use National Academy? Even on your browser, if you put that topic in, and you see that people have already done the slides for you. But if you want yours to be unique, why not just go ahead, come and use any of these things. And you know you're teaching children. When they see images, they get excited. Okay, get excited and they want to learn. Actually, they want to see what you're talking about and all of that. So that is it. Okay. I hope that I've been able to explain about how to create a slide. And please, if you're just joining, please click on the like, subscribe, and share button. I'm going to be running a training in February. I'm running a training in February for teachers who want to teach online. In fact, I don't think I'm going to do this type of group training again. So please, if you can join this training in February, the link to the WhatsApp channel is in the description box. And that's where all information will be dropped about the training as well. Okay. Thank you. See you on the next one. Bye for now.